Okay, so church people sometimes say
Mm-hmm.
that sex is not supposed to be fun,
Okay.
and that you're only supposed to do it to make more children.
Mm-hmm.
Is that true?
No,
Why not?
that's false. So, and obviously, they'll individuals that think this will point back to the whole Genesis 1:28, be fruitful, multiply. This is just like, this is what you're supposed to do. Like,
Right.
procreate, fill the earth,
Mhm.
do that, right? So that sex is all about procreation, not about pleasure, will be the argument that
Right.
they'll make, right? But then that the problem is that throughout Scripture, we see that sex is not seen as a one, a bad thing, or two, just a procreation thing. I mean, Song of Solomon, we have a whole book in Song of Solomon or Song of Songs that's all about it's a bride and a bridegroom. It's a story of a bride and bridegroom, and it's their kind of their engagement leading up to the wedding, and then after the wedding day, and then there's the consummation of the marriage, and it's all seen as an honoring, godly thing. And all of that is in the context of not just having kids, but the pleasure aspect of it. Because Song of Solomon is very descriptive in language.
Song of Solomon's a romance novel?
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah. It's basically...
I've read it before, but I didn't know that.
Yeah. I mean, because there's just certain passages in there that are very, sexually explicit. Chapter 4. Now, if you read through all of it, there's some things in there that you're like, okay, that's kind of strange. Like, you're probably not going to refer to your wife's neck as, oh, it's beautiful, like the Tower of David, right? Like, that's not language we would typically use.
Tower of
David. Right. And so, but then it goes down in, verse 5 of chapter 4, your breasts are like two fawns, twins of a gazelle that feed among the lilies. But the whole point is that there's this very sexually descriptive language throughout Song of Solomon that's invoking this idea of pleasure.
Okay.
And so you have that, and Solomon himself, speaks about in Proverbs about enjoy the breast of the wife of your youth. And so again, it's
what?
Yeah, you never heard that passage before?
No.
Okay, let me find it real quick.
The Bible wants me to enjoy boobs?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, that's. I
don't want to go to hell anymore.
Hold on 1 second. In Proverbs chapter 5, beginning verse 18, let your fountain be blessed and rejoice with the wife of your youth. As a loving deer and a graceful doe, let her breast satisfy you at all times and always be enraptured with her love. I'm not even sure what translation that was, but
wait. So fountain, is that a metaphor? May your fountain
be blessed.
Yeah.
Well, it wouldn't be surprising because Song of Solomon again gets descriptive.
He was like super horny though his whole life, right?
Well, at this point, we don't see the absolute depravity that we see later on in his life.
Oh, okay.
But the point being also is this is scripture. Like, this is inspired scripture that God wanted.
That's inspired.
Yes, that God wanted in his holy book.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so actually the idea of having sex and enjoying each other's bodies is completely God honoring and glorifying in the context of marriage.
That was the best answer yet.
Good.